Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. I'm just hanging around here right quick this morning before the homeless shelter opens up. They're offering free turkey dinners and fresh hot showers with clean linen. So as soon as they open and I get done with this video, I'm going to head down there and have my due. But I'll show you what I'm up to right quick. The last video I talked about getting this trailing truck on the JAD taken care of. Well, I finally got it. And what I did was, these wheels were mounted on a 3/16 axle. So I went ahead and I cut basically a Lionel standard gauge axle, which is 1.80 if you run it out into decimals, whereas the 3/16 is 1.87, 7 thousandths of a difference between the two, basically 2.5 sheets of paper. And then I used what I call axle collars or shaft collars with set screws. And because these wheels were mounted on a 3/16 axle, they slide right onto the Lionel .180. So I set the distance. They've got some motion to them, which is what I want. And I can set it, I can make it even more if I want to, but I've already set it up. I've given it a test run. It works real good. So we've got this thing there. The axle was long enough that I spread the frame ever so slightly. And I then also, before I mounted it, I beveled off the ends of the axle so that they're rounded, semi-pointed, something like that. Just makes it easier to slip in. Something I would recommend that you get if you don't have one. This is a chop saw, a real cheap one. Bought it from Harbor Freight, 38 bucks. There's the axle rod that I had that I cut. And I don't know, just to give you just a little idea, but if you want something that's going to be like, say, 6-inch long, then you bring it down just like that and you measure from the face of that wheel out. That will give you 6 inches, not on the back side. That just makes it too long. So I would recommend one of these, and I do not use this in the house. I just got it sitting up here so I can show it to you guys. So I'll show you how it's turned out. I'm pretty well pleased with it. So we'll give it a quick run. Get this thing up and on the track. And like all this stuff, the headlights are already burnt out on it, which just irritate me to no end. And I ain't going to tear this thing apart just to put lights on it. Yep, it's going to work. All right, I think you can see, maybe you can't, but I've got good motion back and forth. I would rather have these slightly under gauge as to have them over gauge, because like I said, they could be slightly over gauged on the straightaway and work just fine, but the moment they come into a curve, they start fighting it. So we've got this done. We'll give it some, oh, I better be careful. It's going to hit the damn chop saw. That's what happens when you forget what you're doing. There we go. That thing don't need to be up in here anyhow. Yep, that trailing truck works as it should. And like I say, it's loose as a goose, and that's how I want to keep it. I don't want no binding. Well, there we are, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get down to the homeless center. I want that turkey and a fresh shower. So you guys have a good holiday. Toodaloo.